Hey, welcome to another version of Math is Easy Step by Step. Hey, this is part 2 to multiplying fractions. I like to review with you what we do with mixed numbers, how to convert a mixed number into an improper fraction so you can use that rule we talked about in part 1 where you would multiply top to top and bottom to bottom. So in review, and if you would like to, you can check out my other videos on converting mixed numbers to improper fractions, and then vice versa, improper fractions, converting them into mixed numbers. I've uploaded those videos in a prior session. So here we have 3 1/3 times 2 2/4. I've kind of set it up for the rule for you here. The rule is you take the denominator of the 3, you multiply times the constant, that's the whole number 3, and whatever product or answer to the multiplication problem that you get, you add it to the top. The bottom denominator will always stay the denominator. You would do that for the other fraction here. So let me show that to you kind of here in this step. Okay. And then, of course, once you've converted, you follow the rule multiplying the fractions top to top and bottom to bottom. So 3 times 3 is 9 plus 1. 3 times 3 is 9. Plus 1. Hey, that's 10. And that goes on the top of our new improper fraction. Improper fractions essentially just mean top heavy, right? Improper fractions are heavier on the top than the bottom. And again, once you convert and you multiply 3 times 3, which is 9, add that 1 to get the new numerator or top number, that denominator, the bottom number, stays the same. I'm going to rewrite the x and the x for the multiplication of fraction problems. And I'm going to go and convert this mixed number into an improper fraction by multiplying the denominator times the constant. 4 times 2 is 8. And then add 8 plus 2, which gives me another 10. And then the denominator, of course, stays the same. In this case, 4 will remain 4. So, again, we could work on cross reducing and dividing 2 into top and bottom, which will reduce the 10. If I divided 2 into 10, I get 5 over 3. 2 into the 4, I would get 4 divided by 2 is 2. And then we'd multiply straight across and trying to see if we could reduce again. And so basically we just follow the rules at this point. I'm going to let you practice that reducing on your own. And so you can see here we have 10 times 10, which is 100. 3 times 4, which is 12. Now, step 2 is to multiply, of course, top, top, bottom, bottom. And then step 3 would be reduce. Step 4, you would want to convert it back into a mixed number. I will briefly talk about that since you could watch my videos if you haven't already. Is there a number I can divide into 112? It's the same number that would give me I would not have a remainder after that division problem other than 1. Well, I know 112 are both even numbers, so I'll start with 2. I'm going to start with 2. 100 divided by 2 is 50. Why? Because 50 times 2 is 100. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Why? Because 6 times 2 is 12. So I've reduced that 100 over 12 into 50 over 6. Now I got to try to reduce this even further. And I always start with the smallest number, 2. I know 50 divided by 2 is 25. Why? Because 25 times 2 is 50. I know 6 divided by 2 is 3. Why? Because 3 times 2 is 6. And so I have a reduced fraction here, 25 thirds. And so we look and we try to see, is there a way to reduce top and bottom? Is there a number other than 1 that I can divide into this top and into this bottom number? I'm going to try 2. 2 will not divide evenly into 25. It will not divide evenly into 3. Let's try 3. Is there a number times 3 that gives me 25? No. I know 3 will go into the bottom number evenly. Excuse me. Let's try 4. 4 times the number? Nope. 5. And as you can see, we're already beyond the 3. So we can't find a number other than 1 that will divide evenly in the top and bottom. So we should convert this improper fraction, remember it's top heavy, into a mixed number. So I have 8 1/3 here. How did I get 8 1/3? Well, remember every fraction is a division problem. So this is really 25 divided by 3. If I took 25 and I divided it by 3. I know 3 times 8, and that's my whole number here, is 24. So that gets me the closest to 25 without going over. Again, 3 times 8 is 24. So 25 can be divided by 3 8 times. And so I'll subtract and get a remainder. What's 25 minus 24? Leaves me a remainder of 1. The remainder is going to be that top numerator number, and the denominator always stays the same. So I know this was a quick review. You can go ahead and check out my other videos on how to convert these fractions. I hope you find this helpful. Math is easy, taking it step by step.